All right, welcome back to Building Dad Bod 2.0. It is bench press day. Had a great bench press workout, but first I want to talk about just quickly about nutrition. So, thinking a lot lately about when I was younger, 18 years old. Started working out when I was 15ish. I was pretty jacked in my early 20s, stronger than I am now, but not as lean as I am now. And I'm thinking, man, in my late teenage years, if I would have tracked my calories out, and has been as focused on nutrition as I am now, what a great place I would have been in. Both would have been even stronger and more jacked at that age. And I'm thinking, man, like I should have tracked stuff the way I do now. But then I realized that was 30 years ago. 30 years ago, there was not the technology to track everything as well as I do now. I got my Fitbit now where I track all my energy expenditure. I got my app where I track all my food. It's really easy to be in a deficit when I want to be in a deficit and be really close to 100% accurate. It's really easy to be in a surplus when I want to be really close to 100% accurate. So I was thinking now is like, if I was 18 now with all the technology we have, it'd be insane how jacked I could get. When you're that age, you're basically as close to being on steroids as you can for your testosterone level. So really, all you people out there, there's not a lot of excuses now if you can afford the technology. It's just discipline and focus. We'll talk about this more. I'll do a full video on it, I think, on how to track everything, how to get in insanely good shape. But for now, bench press day, so reverse bands. Did 286 last week for doubles this week. This is my first set at 291.5 pounds. So up 5.5 pounds this week. Going to go up again 5.5 pounds week by week. So rep 1 went really nice. Rep 2, a little bit of a grind. But the encouraging thing there is my triceps are starting to come around. Wasn't that long ago, even a few weeks ago, my triceps were not going to be able to grind out that lockout, was my limiting factor. I saw it with my overhead press the other night too. I kind of mistimed my push press and had to catch it just around my nose, and was still able to power it out with my triceps. So that's a really good sign on my road to the 300-pound bench press that my lockout's coming around. I don't feel like it's going to be that far off hitting 300-pound bench press. The goal with the reverse bands is going to be to get up to 315, 325, somewhere around there. And then at that point, we'll see where I'm at with straight weight. And we'll probably be increasing some volume here. So it's going to work on some negatives. So that was, I added 100 pounds. So that was 391.5. It was too heavy, so I dropped 50 pounds, so 341.5. That was better. Got a nice slow negative, and then I just stripping 50 pounds up and powering it back up with 264. Did 5 sets like this, just a slow negative, and then powered it up with 264. So the negative is just to get the nervous system ready. You want to feel that heavy weight. Here, this is my last set, and I just kind of hovered above my chest, held it there for a little bit. So getting a feel for the heavy weight. Obviously, well over 300 pounds at the top, and probably about 300 pounds at the bottom. I got the bands fully lengthened, so they're not giving a ton of, not a ton of assistance, but a little bit of assistance off the chest. Then what I did was I went down to 198 pounds, did a drop set, so 198, 176, 154, and then 132, and just repped out as many as I could. So hit 7 reps at 198 after doing the heavy doubles and then the negatives. 176. I don't even remember what I got for reps here. Count them out. But just trying to hit one high volume set with the drop set, really burn the chest out. Some point here, I'm gonna up the volume with straight weight and just hammer hard. I had someone tell me to do 3 sets of 8 with 225 every day for 5 days straight, take the weekend off, and then hit 300 pounds. So probably might try that. But right now I'm having really good, my strength is jumping up fast using the reverse bands. We'll throw chains on at some point to hit it from the sort of same idea, but from the opposite direction. Just a little bit different stimulus with the chains than with bands. We're here doing 154, and then we drop it down to 135. So I'm just stripping the plates off, hopping right back on the bench and going again. So when I was at my heaviest, 236 pounds body weight, I got my bench press up over 300 pounds. And I never did any real high reps there. I was doing sets like 5-6 reps was my max repetitions. But the way I got there was same thing, just using tons of variations of bands, block pressing, heavy block presses, stuff like that. So now on to some ring dips to hit the upper chest and triceps. First time trying weighted ring dips, so 35 pounds. Substantially harder than doing weighted dips on fixed bars. So if you watched, it was probably a month or so ago, I hit 178 pound single with weighted dips on a fixed bar, and I was doing doubles with 150. So here I managed to hit 4 reps with 35 pounds, drop the weight, then hit another 4 reps with body weight. Just so much harder to stabilize with the rings when they want to be pulled. So I got them out kind of wide. If I crossed the rings, it would make it easier so that they weren't trying to push away from my body so much. So I really got to work hard to keep the rings as close to my body as possible while doing the dips. Very unstable. If you've never done these, I do not recommend starting with weights. I don't even recommend starting with body weight until you can get a reasonable amount of dips on a fixed bar, but this will give you an absolutely unreal chest stimulus. Never felt anything like it as far as chest activation goes. If you're strong at regular dips, I highly recommend adding ring dips into your routine. It's going to make your upper body work insanely hard. Good for the upper chest, front delts, and obviously the triceps. Then finishing up just by supersetting some rear delts with some flies, 3 high rep sets, just getting a big stretch on the chest, slow eccentric. That's it for the workout. Thanks for watching.